Kenya in the same sentence. And I applied to get out of the Army. So I went from a regular Army officer to out, and I went back to school. A 4-year education in 2.5 years, and I almost got straight A's because it was easy. It was easy. I didn't realize how bright I really was until I got in the military. Because in grammar school in East LA, they used to stand me in a corner with a dunce cap. And if I was bad, they put me in a corner. Then they put me in a closet. And they keep me in the closet until my mother or my grandmother came to pick me up. But my father told me, sticks and stones can break your bones, Dan, but words can never hurt you. The first thing I did is I looked for anomalies in the federal bidding process for federal products. I saw there was the refineries across the United States were only 60% being used. And yet there was a jet fuel shortage with the U.S. Air Force. So I put 2 and 2 together and connected the dots, and I bid on federal contracts. And the first year in business, I did $50,540,000 in business with 1 employee, me. And then when I had that money, I went out and I sought oil and gas partners, drilling for oil and gas. And so I continued to build. Well, I bought an option on oil and gas properties for $60,000, and I turned it into $160 million in 99 days. From there, I was overnight success. And so I took it public, and I grew the company. I mean, up to about 500 million, excuse me. Then the shareholders threw me out.
Good morning, Coffee and Crypto family. Listen, can we go and share this link out with everybody that we possibly can, guys? Today's call is about to be extremely bullish. We got some really, really good topics to talk about today. The Solana ETF, the Fit 21 Act. I'm really going to break it down. There's a couple videos we need to watch. Listen, we need all hands on deck. I need you all to let every single person that you know, that you care about, that you love, like, and respect. If you're live on Twitter, Twitter is going crazy right now. I appreciate whoever shared this live out to their people on Twitter, because we want to make sure that everybody catches the drift today. We're going to talk about rather Ethereum, because we're close. Will we surpass 4,000? And when we get back to the all-time high of Ethereum and surpass that with the news that's happening right now of a potential ETF that may start the process as early as right now, okay? And very last, we're going to talk again about the potential of a Solana ETF. So much to cover today. We don't want people to miss today's call. So please share this out, like, love, respect it, because today is a new day. Welcome to episode 202 of Coffee and Crypto. We're going to listen to a little bit more personal development just to get our mind right before we jump into this information, because I'm a firm believer that until you get your mind right, you can't get your finances right. Let's get this money.
They threw me out with a lot of money, so I didn't cry. I don't feel sorry for me. I decided I wanted to do something else. Because I already was ostensibly pretty rich. And I tried to teach university for a year. I found that very unfulfilling. The system that was devised 70 years ago after World War II, you go to work with a company, you work 30, 40, 45 years, you get a pension, and you can live in a picket house with 2.4 dogs, 6.4 grandchildren, and hopefully your original wife. Well, that model is dead. That is impossible anymore. And on top of it, you have $150,000 to $250,000 in debt for going to school. And some kids will be 45 years old and still be paying off student debt.
That's a fact.
Well, that's a load of crap. Down deep in your soul, you know there is no get-rich-quick scheme that's legal. So for a millennial, it sounds trite, something they believe in. If you change 1 billion lives, you'll get wealthy. What do you believe in enough to quit your job to try to change 1 billion lives? Most of the kids just want to know if they get paid twice a month. Most of the people watching this thing should either not be in business if they've got one,
Let's
or
go.
close the down if they got one.
Hey, we're about to get started literally in 2 minutes. Y'all give me till 10:05. I'm sending out some last messages. I got to make sure that our Zoom call looks like the Twitter right now, because I ain't gonna lie. Shout out to Twitter. If you're live on Twitter right now, or the X platform as we call it now, drop some coffee in the chat box. Drop some coffee in the comments over on X. Just let me know that you're live with me. Let me know that you're tapped in with me right now. I want to make sure that these are real people. So just tap it. Just let me know, or just double tap the screen on Twitter and just let me know you're here. I'm looking, baby. Let's get it.
In business for all the wrong reasons, and you don't have the balls to close them down because of what other people are going to say. You have no idea how limitless it is when you're not afraid of what other people think or say. You have no idea. There's not two people watching this thing that even has a concept of what it is to act as if you have no limits to your abilities. Zero. But you have to do something every day that scares you. And that's a takeoff from Helen Keller, who said, or not said, she was deaf, dumb, everything. She couldn't do anything. And she said every day she did something to scare herself. Well, if you and I had all those afflictions, just getting out of bed would be scary enough. And so I decided that one of the differentiations between the people that got the most out of the week-long seminar and the year-long free mentoring from me is people that really press themselves hard. So I translated that into they've got to do something and list it, what they did to scare themselves every single day.
Is that the essence of really what you do, is getting people to take more risk, to get out of their comfort zone?
Let's go, y'all.
Wealth comes later.
Let's go, y'all.
It's not just out of their comfort zones. It's to change your reality. Okay.
Woo! Hey, listen, I need y'all to list something. I need y'all to do what Dan Pena said. Listen, this is the multi-billion-dollar man. Listen, I believe that's me too. I believe I'm creating a whole, like I don't even know. I don't even understand. I can't even fathom the amount of wealth. You know, I don't know what you all like. Some of y'all are really going crazy. Some of y'all are not investing at all in crypto. And listen, I'm not here to give you financial advice on this show, but what I am here to do is to give you one hell of a show each and every single Tuesday and Thursday. We are 202 episodes in, and there's a reason why we're 202 episodes in. There's a reason why we're sustainable, and it's because we do the research day in and day out. And today is no different. Today is no different. I need everybody to go over and share this out. If you're live on Twitter right now, we have about 50 people live on Twitter early. We got about 50 people live on Twitter early. Can everybody just repost this for me? And also, if you have the ability, even if you're on Zoom, if you can go over to another platform like Twitter where you follow us, or YouTube, and just like it, you know, maybe leave a comment. Let me know that you're plugged in with me all the way. Help me with the algorithm. Let's push this out to more people, because today I got the energy to transform a lot of people's lives. And to transform lives, it takes a certain level of energy. Welcome to the greatest call on earth. I promise you today, you are in for a treat. Listen, whether you're catching this video later on, or whether you are catching it right now, I want to tell you that you are extremely blessed, and we are extremely lucky to be in this space right here, right now. Don't let anybody tell you that this is not real. I'm gonna tell you one of the biggest problems with most people today. Most people are afraid to take risk. Most people listen to other people. Most people get a little bit, I would say, hesitant maybe when things are not going your way immediately. And I want to tell you where that comes from. There's an app called Instagram, right? It's owned by Facebook Corporation, okay? But Instagram, if you really look at that, right, it's an instant satisfaction. Okay, give me 1 second. I gotta turn off these messages that's coming into my phone real quick. Don't nobody text me. Don't text me. Don't send me no text when I'm on the show, or I'm blocking your number. Okay, do not text. You know I'm on the show. Don't text me. I'm that maniacal and I'm that serious. Family, friends, anybody. Don't text me when I'm on the show. Okay? Because we don't need any type of distractions on a show like this. So I'm just trying to go through real quick, make sure everything is everything before we get rolling. Okay? So welcome to the show. I appreciate everybody for taking the time to be here. And with that being said, y'all, let's go ahead and dive into today's bullish content. Let's go ahead and dive into today's bullish content. So the first thing that we want to talk about as we're going into the show, okay, is we want to talk about this video that came up on CNBC. Okay, CNBC. This is huge right here. It's about a 4-minute video. I'm going to play it all the way through for you all. It talks about Ether pulls back from rally as the SEC decision approaches. Okay, remember you all, what do we tell you? Buy the rumor, sell the news. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Listen up.
Ethereum soaring this week as the SEC deadline for spot ETF approval quickly approaches. Investors suddenly turning optimistic this week, sending the crypto soaring. Ether pulling back a bit today, but still up over 60% year to date on pace for its best week in over a year. For more on what the SEC's decision will mean for the crypto space, let's turn to our own Bitcoin baller, in this case, Ether expert. And of course, that would be BK Brian Kelly. What do you think? Is this a sell the news event?
No, I don't think it's a sell the news event, although we probably got a lot of the initial kind of excitement out of the way. Ethereum's really been underperforming everybody else. It's just, and everybody's kind of left it for dead. So I think you had a big short covering rally. But in general, what this has done is change the landscape for crypto, particularly politically in this country. So in the beginning of May, Trump was asked a question about crypto. And he said, if you want crypto, vote for Trump. That clip went viral and actually changed things in Washington. We saw multiple votes over the last several days that were pro-crypto. The president said he was going to veto those and then kind of backed off. So I think there's been a sea change here in the regulatory environment, and it's a welcome one from the industry.
So this is just in the past few weeks, you think, you got more optimistic?
May 6th, much more optimistic. And then what we're seeing is the SEC is starting to amend these S1s. So I don't know if the Ethereum ETF gets approved today, next week or the week after. It will get approved at some point in time. But also the trade now is who's next, right?
Exactly. Who is next? Because and I was talking about it yesterday. Now it's almost time for truly my ETF, my blended ETF of which, which crypto asset it is. And so who is next, though?
I mean, I think you've got to think about Solana as probably the next one, right? I mean, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana are probably the big three for this cycle. But I'll give you even a stranger, or maybe not stranger, but maybe on it.
All right, so something that was kind of weird and awkward to me, the reason why I wanted to play this was because they said Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana are my big three. XRP is sitting on the screen. Like, I understand the big three, but, as this conversation progresses, not once do they even mention the fourth asset that's on the screen. And it just makes me wonder why.
Intuitive way to think about it, Robinhood and Coinbase, because now we have some clarity about what a security is and what isn't, and they'll be able to list a lot more crypto, which means a lot more trading for them. So I think they're the biggest beneficiaries from the change that's gone on.
So BK, really glad to have you here. Big fan of your work. I have a question about all of the FTX money, then, a lot of talk about how much they're actually getting.
Yeah.
Do you think, I don't know if it's $11 billion now or what will that go back into crypto? Will it go into Bitcoin? Where's it going to go?
Yeah, I do think most of that money is crypto native, right? So it's crypto funds, people that are investing in this. So I do think most of that money will come back in. What we've seen so far is a lot of private deals. There were a lot of private deals in Solana that's happened over the last month where investors in the receiver in FTX was selling Solana to investors. So I think that what's going to happen is it'll just be recycled in. There may be some of it that kind of leaks out to the side, but I would think most of that money stays in the crypto ecosystem.
So you were like Solana for a long time now, even before this sort of the sniff of an ETF. Aside from Solana, what are some of what is your number one sort of moonshot coin trade?
Ooh, that's a great question. I think you can look at a couple different ones. You can look at some of the AI coins, so something like a Fetch AI there, that's been really well. And then what's been hot recently is what we call the professor coins. So ones that have kind of been developed by professors at universities. So Avalanche is one of those, AVAX. I would look at some of those. They tend to trade with everybody else. And once they get going, they tend to trade at a multiple of everything else.
Avalanche wasn't even on the screen. I'm confused. It's all good. Let's keep on going. You know what I mean? It's all good. So this came out May 23rd. That's today. So the SEC has started engaging with Ethereum ETF issuers over the S1 forms. Now, history repeats itself. It seems like the ETF issuance in America is the newfound way to be able to gain the clarity that you're looking to get, on these assets. I believe that Bitcoin opened up a can of whoopee, you know what I mean? And now we're going to see a lot of these start to, manifest and come into fruition. Ethereum is just the next one potentially up. Then they're talking about Solana, right? He said Avalanche. Not saying these are not good projects, but something I'm really excited about, y'all, that you should be excited about is this, right? Solana. Okay. First off, we have it's still meme coin summer right now. You know what I mean? Meme coins is still outside. And last meme coin summer was on the Ethereum network. You still have a meme coin summer right now on Ethereum, but man, Solana is absolutely killing it with the base, Solana and base. So you guys got to really understand. I mean, that's a whole nother way to play it. And actually, shout out to the Atlanta Blockchain Center. I want to make sure that I'm always giving a shout out to that space, because the Atlanta Blockchain Center has really put me in position to start to have a better understanding of some of these other ecosystems like Solana, like Base, like Bitcoin. Layer 2s is being developed on Bitcoin. So if you're in the Atlanta area, make sure you come out tonight, Thursday, to Off the Chain Thursdays, kicking with me and the entire Atlanta Blockchain Center family. And we're going to be up there, you know what I'm saying? And come just vibe out with us. You know what I mean? Come vibe out with us and actually come and learn. You guys can follow them on all platforms, Twitter, all social media. Come through. It's a free event up in Buckhead, Georgia, right across from Hal's, which is one of the top steakhouses in the city. So you know Marlon William and the team is doing it the big way. You know what I mean? So make sure you all tap in. Okay, now, when it comes to this, though, okay, the SEC has opened up discussions around the S1 registration statements with prospective Ethereum ETF issuers, according to a source. While amended 19B4 forms have been handed in, there has been little movement on the S1 forms so far. So the SEC, they always do this, right? They fart around, they play around. But the good thing about where we're at right now is we already saw it happen with Bitcoin. We saw them fart around, but what happened? They still had to go ahead and push those ETFs out because BlackRock doesn't play, Vanguard doesn't play, and none of these asset management companies play. But then on the other side, you got to also understand that with these other lists, there's going to be time in between, but we will see more and more ETFs start to come out. And this is going to be this is a very exciting moment for crypto. I want to play this quick video right here from Paul Barron at TechPath. Shout out to Paul Barron Network. Learn a lot from this guy right here. Make sure you all follow him on Twitter and stay up to date on a lot of technology. Something that I'm really excited about with the potential of a Solana ETF is that the Solana ETF will push more money into Solana, meaning what? More money will be funneled throughout the Solana ecosystem, and projects like that I know some of you all are invested and have phone service with Helium Mobile. So just think about, what that could do for you with that cell phone service and those assets that you've been collecting every 24 hours. Matter of fact, if anybody has Helium Mobile, just go ahead and drop mobile in the chat box, and let's go ahead and celebrate what's already done.
Here's Gasparino. Now, this isn't a crypto guy. This is a guy that's running and really managing what's going on in the markets and analyzing it pretty heavily. If the SEC does approve the ETH ETF, ETF will be one of the biggest regulatory 180s in recent SEC history. Proof that crypto crowd is a legitimate voting bloc. Keywords here, voting bloc. Securities lawyers tell me the guidance coming from Gary Gensler was that he wasn't even going to declare ETH a security, which would have made it a complete no-go. So with all that, but now what we're hearing is after people like Deaton comes out, made their voices heard, we've got Dem lawyers now heard them, and of course got a little jittery about losing the Senate. So this is politically a position. There's a lot of nuances coming in from Capitol Hill that I think guide where these directives go with these regulatory agencies. And that's exactly what Gasparino is saying here. So very interesting. So his last statement right here, again, don't believe anything until you see the press release. So remember, watch out for those fakes. You've got to double check it, make sure and double check it. We'll be out there on X trying to kind of help verify that. We'll double check, triple check, quadruple check before these things get done. But if it happens, it will be a big effing deal for sure.
Woo, it's going to be a big effing deal. So with that being said, that's something real quick, y'all. Before we move forward, because I want to make sure that I'm always letting you all know what's going on, what I have going on. And I'm really excited about two things that I have going on. Now, if you all have not supported me yet, okay, it's all good, but I got this new book that's coming out. It's on pre-order and it comes out June 1st. Okay, this book is the one that is on the screen right now. It's called Banking on the Chain. These are going to be your 6 action steps to creating wealth in crypto. This is less than 40 pages in this book. I believe it's less than 35 pages. Finishing up all the edits, making sure everything is spot on for you all right now. And I'm really excited about what this book is going to do for our youth. I've written it in a way where it's very understandable for everybody to learn. So the goal is to get this book into the school systems, to get this book into nonprofits. So if you all work with nonprofits, churches, school systems, and you all have a budget, Vincent Owens is shifting the way that we're doing business here at Coffee and Crypto Network. And we are looking to make a bigger impact, specifically in kids. So if you know anybody within these school systems that have a budget that would like to purchase books so that kids can learn, churches so that kids can learn, please make sure you email us at coffeeandcryptopodcast@gmail.com. That's coffeeandcryptopodcast@gmail.com. Or you can send us a DM on all social platforms. I check everything myself, so I will make sure that I get back to you. I appreciate you. Second thing that I'm absolutely proud of right now, and I believe, and I've told you all before, shout out to Marion, TC, and about 5 other people that went ahead and acted early. You all have been upgraded to VIP. That is $297, but you all paid $97. I told you all, whoever got started that last day, I was going to make sure I upgraded you. So if you got started on Tuesday, you all have the upgrade to the VIP. So shout out to everybody that took advantage. Now, listen, this is where we're literally 1 week away. Okay, on the 31st of May, I was going to do it this weekend, but it's Memorial Day. 31st of May, you guys can join me on the Rich Off Crypto Challenge. This is the fastest blueprint. It's a 3-day investment blueprint into $1 million crypto portfolio. I'm not telling you you're going to make $1 million. I'm going to show you how you can do it. If you have the money to put in it, cool. If you don't, then put in what you can. This is not financial advice, but invest what you can, and maybe you'll make 100 grand. Maybe you'll make 50 grand, but it's better than where you are today. Can I get an amen from everybody? So I need every single person that's hearing my voice to make sure you're on the Rich Off Crypto Challenge. It's $97, less than $100 for you to get $1 million worth of game. I don't know what else the hell else to do for y'all, but if you don't, if you can't get wealthy from this right here, if you can't spend 3 days with me for 1 hour a day in general admission for $97 and get this stuff set up, then you're going to be where you are. And that's just what it is. So with that being said, I appreciate everybody for the support. Thank you for pre-ordering the book. Thank you for joining the class. And with that being said, back to regular scheduled programming. Let's get this money. Now, let's go and take a look at the current crypto market. We're getting a little bit more greedy. We're at a 66 temperament fear and greed index. We're sitting at about a 66 fear and greed sentiment. Okay, very important that you all understand where we are, because you buy the fear and sell the greed. We're not greedy enough yet, but we saw this happen when the Bitcoin ETF came out. Now the Ethereum ETF. We're seeing all these potential spikes in market cap, price of crypto, how much money, how many trillions is sitting in crypto right now, guys. We're on our way to $3 trillion, and I believe that it'll happen. This is a very special time because we have an election. We have all of these laws that are passing. And like I said, the total crypto market cap right now is going absolutely bonkers. I want you all to take a look at this on the daily. Now, I told you all on Tuesday, we drew out this flag. We got a breakout. We got a breakout of this flag right here. Okay, we got a breakout of the flag, and we've been bullish. We got a small pullback. What line was this? I told you all what. Can somebody let me know what line this is? Anointed would be proud of me right now. What line is this, y'all? This is our what? This is our 50% of this engulfing. Look how this market is pulling back easily and slowly. The charts don't lie. So what I believe is we're about to see this market touch this white line somewhere, and we're going to see this bad boy go ahead and head back up to the weekly high and potentially break it. Right? Not saying that it will, but this is some good money to be made, over these next couple of weeks together, y'all. So don't play around with this information. These are the types of things that you're going to be exposed to and learn inside of our challenge. This challenge will be every single month. But the question is, why wouldn't you be a part of the first one? If you're here on the show for free, why wouldn't you invest $97 to go a little bit deeper? Right? Why not? Why wouldn't you do that for yourself? Now, we talked about this particular bill being passed through the House, okay, already. And this bill was deploying American Blockchains Act of 2023. This is where the Department of Commerce would support the president, okay, in laws and different things to be made. So this is taking away from the SEC's power just a tad bit, okay? But in the newest news, we have this new framework called the FIT 21st Century Act, the Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century. This is where it's about to get juicy, but I got this quick video from Congressman Emmer as he gives a speech about this regulatory framework. Drop some coffee in the chat box for yourself for being here on today's legendary episode. Let's get this money.
To the gentleman from Minnesota, a great leader for digital assets, cryptocurrency, and innovation, Tom Emmer.
The gentleman is recognized. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Today, we have an opportunity to determine whether the next iteration of the internet will be designed by Americans or if it will instead reflect the values of some other nation. The FIT 21 Act gives us that opportunity and unlocks a larger conversation beyond innovation. This bill is about national security. It's about consumer protection. It's about global competitiveness. It's about shaping what the future global digital economy looks like and how it functions. Currently, all online transactions are intermediated. But as we move deeper into the digital age, digital assets are key to decentralizing the internet so Americans can transact directly with each other. Now, no intermediary needed. Without crypto, we don't have this ability. And I think giving Americans the choice to do business through an intermediary or directly with each other is important. Having that choice will fundamentally alter the digital economy, unlocking new opportunities for Americans and individuals across the world in ways we haven't even begun to contemplate. However, this Congress can no longer stand by as regulators squander this opportunity right within our grasp. This administration has demonstrated they simply are not willing to allow the digital asset industry to innovate in the United States. For every legal inconsistency or regulatory hurdle they produce, instead of coherent and informed guidance, they drive American digital asset users into less safe jurisdictions. That's why the FIT 21 Act is significant, to set clear and consistent rules for American innovators. Among the many important provisions in this bill is my Securities Clarity Act, bipartisan language tailored specifically to digital assets that provides the legal flexibility for a digital asset project to transition from centralization to decentralization. This transition is critical to the future peer-to-peer digital economy, and I thank the chairman and my friends on the other side of the aisle for working with me to incorporate this section into the bill today. Their work on this extensive framework will allow Americans to once again lead the way.
Let's go. Hey, and also, one day I'll have that. I'll have a whole like production team. They'll be doing all that stuff. It's coming. All right, don't worry about it. It's already done. But check this out. We got over 70 people live on Twitter right now. It's a movie. Make sure you guys please follow us on Twitter. Also, make sure you please just click that repost button for me. Please, it helps. It helps. We got 73,000+ people on Twitter right now, and I don't know how to act. I don't even know how to act. I'm gonna just act like myself. But I do have a major announcement that was not in the segment, but it just came out right now. Just in, y'all. I know y'all are ready for this. Coinbase just enabled XRP trading in New York City, baby. Let's go. Coinbase, literally, they just dropped the announcement. Exciting news for our New York users. XRP is now available to New York residents on the Coinbase app. So if you live in New York, make sure you go ahead and celebrate. I might go ahead and celebrate with some New York, with my New York family, and go ahead and purchase some XRP too. You know what I mean? So shout out to New York. Shout out to New York. Shout out to Coinbase for making this possible, because I know how stressful it is not to be able to get your XRP. Okay. With that being said, let's keep it moving. Now, this house, they sent this out on May 10th. I want to show y'all how fast this stuff is moving. The House to Consider Financial Innovation and Technology for the 21st Century Act. Okay, they put it out on May 10th where they were considering it. Now, let's fast forward to May. Hold on. There we go. To May 6th, reported to the House. They were talking about this, right? They were talking about this. And then just like that, May 22nd, there it is. The House passes the Financial Innovation and Technology Act. I need y'all to realize something. The laws are being shifted right now. The laws are being passed. The laws are being made. We are almost there, people. Like chills went through my, literally I felt chills. I feel chills in my body right now because I know how close we are to our wealth. I know how close we are to nobody, like to us being able to say no to a job, to us being able to travel at our own leisure, for us to be able to do what it is that we want to do, to invest this money into things, to be able to go and do philanthropy work, to feed the homeless, to give money in abundance. The time is coming for us to put our money together, be able to pool our money, work together on initiatives, and change our communities, change our world, and ultimately change the generations to come for our minority kids and also non-minority kids, because everybody's important. And we are about to do some really big things here in the world. And it's because we took the time to learn about this technology, get invested early, and just wait, be patient, and reap the benefits. Let me go ahead and play this video for y'all, because it's a movie.
It does. Ethereum would clearly pass the decentralization test that we have in this act. And we've put, but there are a number of assets we've put through this test to see where it would fall out. But Ethereum clearly meets that mark and would be a digital commodity, just like Bitcoin is a digital commodity. These things are truly decentralized. You don't have a narrow group dictating how the whole, you don't have a narrow group having a disproportionate share of the economics and the voting control over Ethereum. Therefore, it would be decentralized. And we have a decentralization test that we've refined and refined and refined with a lot of feedback. And a couple of my colleagues, French Hill from Arkansas is the lead on Fit 21 for House Republicans. He's the chair of the Digital Asset Subcommittee on my committee. His vice chair is Warren Davidson of Ohio. Warren, and he's very early on in this space. And Tom Emmer, who's the House Republican whip, still very, very early on, just like Warren, in the digital asset space. And they've worked to refine what is this decentralization test. So you don't have the SEC taking powers that they should not have, like they're currently doing. And a clear test, a very clear bright line test that puts people, that allows innovators to clearly see where they will fall if they make certain decisions. And the fact is, you have assets that are clearly digital commodities today. And you have assets that are clearly securities and are wrapped in securities fraud today, right? Now, the SEC doesn't police those because they usually can't find the bad actors or don't know how to, or they're not going to get the big news pop for getting these bad actors. They'd rather go after the folks that are either in the public markets or raise lots of money or dominant players in the press. And so, we provide this clarity, and I think it's really important, that bright line test.
All right. Now, after all that good stuff, how many people are excited about where we're headed right now? Is there anybody that's excited? If you're excited on Twitter, please do me a favor and just click the repost button. That's it. Just let me know, because I can see who reposted. I just keep on looking to just see who rocking with me. You know what I mean? I might give something away. I might give you something away just for participating. Like, that's how I'm feeling right now. It's a joyous day. I'm extremely rich. You want to know why? Because I hold XRP. XRP stands for extremely rich people. I don't know if you knew that, but that's what it stands for. It stands for extremely rich person. Why the hell would I walk around? If you own XRP, why are you walking around frowning, moping, and looking sad and depressed? You should walk around like an extremely rich person that you are, because you own the asset. And if you work a job right now that you want to leave, understand the XRP, as my man Anointed Ali would say, is an excellent retirement plan. Excellent retirement plan. So don't stress and fret about retirement when you hold something. That's an excellent retirement plan. The same way you waiting to retire, just wait on XRP to do the same for you. Either way, you're going to have to do what? You're going to have to wait. Either way, you're going to have to wait. You can either wait with the asset or you can wait without the asset. It's completely up to you. But one of them,
it does.
One of them is going to weigh more on your life than the other one. You either are going to experience in life, you have two things that you go through. You either experience what did my man say? Damn. Tony Robbins put it there, and I love that. He said, either you have the fear of regret, or no. I don't know. It's going to come to me, y'all. I got y'all. Don't worry. But let's talk about this guy right here, this clown, Chair Gary Gensler. This is his statement on the Financial Innovation and Technology Act. For 90 years, the federal securities laws have played a crucial role in protecting the public. These critical protections were created in the wake of the Great Depression, after many Americans suffered the consequences of inadequately regulated capital market. Okay, we saw sky-high unemployment, bread lines, and shanty owns springing up due to mass foreclosures. Back then, the rules didn't exist. That's why President Roosevelt and Congress created the SEC. At their core, it's the critical concept of registering securities that will be offered to the public and registering the intermediaries that facilitate the exchange of those securities. Okay, now if we scroll down, he says today, these rules do exist. Many market participants in the crypto industry, however, have shown their unwillingness to comply with applicable laws and regulations for more than a decade, variously arguing that the laws do not apply to them or that a new set of rules should be created and retroactively applied to them to excuse their past conduct. Widespread non-compliance has resulted in widespread fraud, bankruptcies, failures, and misconduct. No, it's the widespread of you not making laws, okay? Now, he talks about this FIT 21. He says FIT 21 would create new regulatory gaps and undermine decades of precedent regarding the oversight of investment contracts, putting investors and capital markets at immeasurable risk. What a freaking idiot. First, the bill would remove investment contracts that are recorded on a blockchain from the statutory definition of securities and the time-tested protections of much of the federal securities laws. Further, by removing this set of investment contracts from the statutory list of securities, the bill implies that courts have repeatedly ruled, but what crypto market participants have attempted to deny, that many crypto assets are being offered and sold as securities under existing law. Second, the bill allows issuers of crypto investment contracts to self-certify that their products are a decentralized system and then be deemed a special class of digital commodities and thus not subject to SEC oversight. That's what he's upset about. That's what he is upset about. He's upset that his oversight is being pulled away. Can somebody say bye-bye, Gary Gensler? Can y'all retweet this for me and just say bye-bye, Gary Gensler? So I can retweet y'all back. Just do me that real quick. Just retweet it and make sure you quote it. So when you click the retweet icon at the bottom, press quote. Don't click retweet, press quote. And then put bye-bye Gary Gensler. Let me see how many people really plugged in and how many people want this fool to be gone, because this will help with the world being able to see that he needs to go. Okay? Yeah, so no matter what this guy has to say, let's go and listen to another video of my boy Patrick McHenry talking about yesterday's FIT 21, okay?
The first ever major crypto bill has passed in the House of Representatives, despite opposition from the SEC chairman, Gary Gensler. Joining us right now is Congressman Patrick McHenry. He's the chairman of the Financial Services Committee, and thank you very much for being here, Chairman McHenry. Let's talk about this bill. The big deal on this is it finally would settle who is going to be the regulator over cryptocurrency. A lot of other things in the bill as well, but that is what's kind of kicking up some of the dust and some of the Democratic opposition. You did get a lot of Democrats to vote for this bill, but on the opposite side, you've got President Biden issuing a policy statement saying they're not in favor of this, not necessarily going to veto it. The SEC chairman opposed to it, and some other Democrats as well who say that the CFTC is not going to be up to snuff and ready to actually do all of the authoritative work it would take. Where do things stand right now? What happened?
Well, this should serve as a wake-up call. We had 2/3 of the House of Representatives vote in favor of clarity for crypto. It creates a legal framework giving the SEC a proper role and the CFTC a proper role, rather than the conflicting set of regulatory actions that those two agencies have taken over the last 10 years. Congress settles it. It settles the dispute. It settles what is a digital asset, gives a legal framework for trading and the purchase of those assets. And I think that's an important thing. This was a vote that included 71 Democrats across the ideological spectrum. That should be the wake-up call to the Senate. That should be the wake-up call to the administration and in sound policy. So that's the message today, and the outcome of that vote yesterday is that the Senate needs to take action so we have legal clarity and so we can catch up to the rest of the world and be competitive in the world of digital assets.
It has been a long time coming. This is a crazy turf fight that we feel like we've been watching to kind of play out. But you don't have necessarily support in the Senate at this point. What are the odds of anything getting picked up in the Senate? What are the odds of this passing in the Senate?
Well, look, last week we passed a Congressional Review Act repeal of really an adverse ruling by the current regime of the SEC on how you hold crypto. how regulated financial firms hold crypto. It's a very particular bill. It's about accounting standards. We got 21 Democrats in the House. Yesterday, we got 71 for crypto regulation. Then it went to the Senate, this accounting repeal. And we had over 10 Democrats in the Senate, including Majority Leader Schumer, vote in favor of repealing a Biden administration rule on crypto. So don't count the Senate out. I think they have a huge opportunity here. I think you have a lot of interest with the bipartisan Senate leadership between Sinema and Gillibrand on the Democrat side and Lummis on the Republican side. I think there's a huge opportunity with the leadership of Chair Stabenow on the Ag Committee and Ranking Member Bozeman. So I think there's a huge opportunity for us to actually make law. We've gotten much further in election year on policy than I expected. And I'm so focused on just landing deals wherever we can, no matter the political environment. And yesterday's a good statement on that.
All right, I want to stop right there. And I want to just go over real quick to, the XRP chart, because we just got some good news, right? So let's kind of look, we're on the daily time frame right now, okay? And I mean, it ain't looking too shabby. It's not looking too bad. We had a breakout. We had a retest right here, of this resistance as support. We had it come up, make an engulfing. I mean, if we measured out this engulfing right here, let's just do it together. If we put a Fibonacci on this engulfing right here, okay, and then I take my 50% line, okay, and throw my 50% on there, okay, look at that right there. Look, it came down and retested. It came all the way down here. The buyers, news started to come in, and look at that, boom, now we push up. So, maybe this is the point that XRP, starts to go back up, because we have trading back in New York, which we know New York is a huge space. So just wanted to show you all what's going on. However, here goes Brad Garlinghouse, stunning hypocrisy from the person who cozied up the biggest fraud in recent memory. Gensler is a political liability whose actions have decimated consumers and destroyed the integrity of the SEC while remaining buddy-buddy with Wall Street. Listen to this video from December 21st of 2020. My boy Brad Garlinghouse said this one aged well.
There's a lot of non-compliance with the securities laws that are there to help give you the disclosure so you can make the investment decision, but also to protect you against fraud and manipulation. And there's been far too much fraud and bad actors in the crypto field. There's a lot of non-compliance, not only with the securities laws, but other laws around anti-money laundering and protecting the public. This is really the Wild West, and it's around the globe. I would say again, this is a small part of our U.S. capital markets, but it can undermine confidence when so many people have been hurt, and all they can do is then stand in line at a bankruptcy court. And it's not just one actor, and it's not just, it's just a few bad actors over here. This is something that pervades a lot of this field globally. And it's hard for the good faith actors even to compete because there's so many challenges.
All right, so that was an old video. Then Brad Garlinghouse makes his comment. Now, what I wanted to say real quick was this, y'all. So if you look, Brad Garlinghouse posted a video right here on YouTube. So I pulled that video up, and the crazy part is, whatever video this is,
Samuel Bankman-Fried was arrested and criminally.
It has 3.2 views, 3.2 thousand views in 6 months. Now, a lot of people have went and watched this video since Brad Garlinghouse. When he first tweeted this out earlier, there were like less than 1,000 views. Look at where we are now, right? So I want to play this quick 1 minute clip.
Samuel Bankman-Fried was arrested and criminally charged with one of the biggest financial frauds in American history. Meanwhile, Wall Street multi-millionaire turned SEC Chairman Gary Gensler held multiple meetings with SBF while this fraud was happening. Gensler made millions on Wall Street, even laughing about how well he's done since then.
And is it correct to say that you made most of your personal wealth directly through your employment at this bank, Goldman Sachs?
I've done well since then too, sir.
Now, Gensler refuses to answer to Congress.
You refuse to be transparent with Congress regarding your interactions with FTX and Sam Bankman-Fried. That's the investigation we started last Congress.
Why won't Gensler answer Congress's questions?
I do not want to be the first chairman of this committee to issue a subpoena to the Securities and Exchange Commission. And you should not want to be the first SEC chair to receive a congressional subpoena.
What is Gensler hiding?
All right. So just some quick, some quick content for you real quick. Now, I want to end the video on a positive tip. I want to end the day talking a little bit about XRP. So y'all already know, I got to play the biggest XRP video, the #1 XRP video ever created, in my opinion. Let's get it. Oh, well, if it wants to play, y'all give me a second. Let me reboot it up real quick.
Why do I hold XRP? Because Ripple's the chosen one to lead the new global digital payment system, and they use XRP. In 2013, the Federal Reserve began looking for faster payments options. 2 years later, an action plan was born and a federal payments task force was created. It included one company focused on crypto, Ripple. In 2014, the World Bank and Better Than Cash Alliance, which includes the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, Clinton Global Initiative, and the governments of 32 countries, put out a report called The Opportunities of Digitizing Payments. 1 year later, the Better Than Cash Alliance featured one crypto company on their website, Ripple. Today, Better Than Cash Alliance and all other UN initiatives are focused on a single agenda, the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. You can see the SDGs logo on Bill Gates' lapel, world-leading companies, the Better Than Cash Alliance website, and on the UN's official exchange, Exchange. What crypto is Exchange officially utilizing for their carbon credit solution? XRP. The world will move to a new international standard for exchanging electronic messages between financial institutions by 2025 called ISO 20022. Who was the first ISO 20022 member focused on distributed ledger technology? Ripple. Who's partnered with over 300 financial institutions, including Bank of America, American Express, PNC, Santander, SBI, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America? Ripple. Who is a former employee overseeing the Federal Reserve? Ripple. A former employee overseeing the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock's digital asset division? Ripple. Leading Australia's CBDC effort? Ripple. Who hired a former Treasury of the United States? Ripple. 2 former Federal Reserve attorneys to their board? Ripple. 2 former Clinton and Obama advisors, former Minister of Defense and Economics of Germany, former business director at SWIFT, former SWIFT board member, former CFO of PayPal, former head of the DTCC, former chief business officer at Uber, former VP of Amazon, and former SEC chair on their legal team? Ripple. Who's a member of the Digital Pound Foundation, Digital Dollar Project, Digital Euro Association, Mojaloop, IMF's high-level advisory board on fintech, Hyperledger Blockchain Consortium, Open Payments Coalition, Faster Payments Council, Global Payments Steering Group, Cross-Border Working Group, International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, Crypto Climate Accord, University Blockchain Initiative, World Wide Web Consortium, and a featured partner of the World Economic Forum with 3 members of their team directly listed on the WF website? Ripple. Now, does Ripple and XRP sound like they're going to disappear, or do they sound like they're part of a much bigger?
Stop playing, Ripple. Ripple. Hey, Ripple. All right. Let's go. You know what I mean? Like, so what you worried about? Everybody can't get rich. So that's what I noticed about, like I don't even stress about like how many people watch the show no more. Because not everybody gonna get rich. It's all good. It's all good. Let's just let it play out. You know, when people start that mojo about, oh man, you're still investing in XRP because XRP ain't went up in a long time. You know, look, there's no conversation. It's like arguing with somebody about like you owning NVIDIA stock. Like, dude, like there was a time when NVIDIA stock wasn't moving. It was still a stock and it got hot. The laws changed. Things started moving in its favor. Partnerships started. Now, NVIDIA's over $1,000. It ran the Tesla play. Now they're doing a 10-to-1 stock split on NVIDIA shares. Are you kidding me? I know we don't talk much about stocks here because this is coffee and crypto, not coffee and stocks, but it don't mean the stock market ain't doing well. It's a whole nother market. So guess what? I got something to show y'all real quick. Y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready for this? Look at this right here, y'all. This is Trademark's website, okay? What does it say? RLUSD. This filing date was 5/7 of this year, okay? Just happened. Oh, what is RLUSD? Oh, okay. Okay, so look, goods and services. This is the statement. For electronic financial services, namely monetary services for receiving and dispersing payments and gifts in virtual and digital currency and digital tokens of value determined by fiat currency over a computer network. What company do y'all think RLUSD is for? Huh? Which one? Hey, hold on. I got something for you real quick. Watch it. Watch it.
Ripple. Today, Better Than Cash Alliance and all other UN initiatives are focused on a single agenda, the Sustainable Development Goals for 2030. You can see the SDGs logo on Bill Gates' lapel, world-leading companies, the Better Than Cash Alliance, England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America. Ripple, who is a former employee overseeing the Federal Reserve. Ripple, a former employee overseeing the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock's digital asset division. Ripple, leading Australia's CBDC effort. Ripple, who hired a former Treasury of the United States.
Ripple,
2 former Federal Reserve attorneys to their board.
Ripple,
2 former Clinton and Obama advisors. Former Minister of Defense and Economics of Germany.
Ripple. That's who it is. It's Ripple. I can't make this stuff up. Look at this right here. The current trademark owner, Ripple. Oh, so RLUSD. Oh, Ripple Labs USD. Oh, that's the naming of their new what? Stable coin. Oh, well, if you go back and we click on Ripple, look at this right here. Since March 24th of 2014 on this website, Ripple Trade, Ripple the name, the image trademark, Ripple Net, Ripple Network, Swell, XRAPID, Xcurrent, XVIA, Xpool, everything runs on Ripple, on-demand liquidity, Ripple on-demand liquidity, Pay ID, Blockstars, RippleNet, everything that we've seen, they have went and got ownership of all the way up until now. Look at this right here. Look at this, y'all. Ripple USD and RLUSD. They got both names. Ripple USD and RLUSD. Woo! Look, y'all. Need I say more? Need I say more? Shout out to all the, shout out to the 90+ people on Twitter right now. It's absolutely amazing to see Twitter growing. Hopefully everybody will give our channel on Twitter just a follow, help us get our, we're trying to crack the code here to Twitter. So, if you can follow us, you all have been plugged in with us. It don't look like nobody left. It just looked like everybody got added in. So I really do appreciate everybody for taking the time. My dream truly is becoming true. Even when I started to feel like I wanted to give up on doing this show, because of, the growth and it being a challenge, every time I show up, you have these human feelings, but then it's those times like when Twitter's at 90+ people, basically 100 people, basically at 100 people almost on Twitter. And just being able to see this is very, very inspiring for me. So I ain't going nowhere. We gonna keep running this thing up. Make sure you all listen. Let's go ahead and take some questions real quick. I got time for 1 to 2 questions. Let's go ahead and raise up those hands. If you got a statement, raise up those hands. And as I'm waiting on those hands to come up, man, make sure you all do me a quick favor and make sure you go click the link tree in my bio right now and go and get this 3-day investment. If you're inside our Discord group, the link is inside of there. I will be dropping the link in there as well. But man, just please support your boy, join this, come and see what it is that I'm going to do I'm going to plug y'all all the way in. Even if you're plugged in, I promise you there's stuff that you still can learn because there's stuff I'm learning putting this challenge together. We are always students. These little ass investments. My bad. I'm sorry. My bad. These little investments, my bad, y'all. I didn't mean to curse. These little investments into your future is what could change everything. I just want to tell y'all that. These little investments into your future is what can change everything. If you have not thought about it, make sure you go and register for the Rich Off Crypto Challenge. Make sure you join our Discord group. We still got lifetime memberships right now. You can reach out to me. And if anybody needs to reach me directly, here's my phone number. Here's my phone number for y'all real quick, okay? Let me give y'all my phone number. Y'all take down this phone number real quick. Grab a pen and a paper or just, open your phone up. I'm about to call on you, DC. 404-703-9243. Just text me your name real quick. You ain't even gotta want nothing. Just text me your name. I'm locking everybody into my phone. That's my cell number. That's my Helium mobile phone. 404-703-9243. 404-703-9243. Just shoot me over a text real quick. Shoot me your name. And if you're interested in joining the Rich Off Crypto Challenge, if you move with swiftness and message me now, Rich Off Crypto, I got something special for you. I got something special for you as well. I always got something special. I got something special for you. So if you want to attend it, right now is the time. If you want to receive something more for the value that you spend. With that being said, let me call up my bro, DC, to the front. What up, my boy? Hello? Yo?
Hear me now.
Okay, I can hear you
You
now.
can hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear
There
you.
we go. My bad, guys. I'm driving. Man, hey, I ain't gonna lie. Today was a great one. Today was a great one. We had the energy we needed and everything. I was just, I'm a person that, I like to look at the value I get out of what I'm spending. And for $97, and me as a person that's already paid for the one-on-one sessions, I feel like this alone right here is a very good deal. And that's just me because of my personal hour session. I know I technically don't get you by myself for that hour, but 3 days of 1 hour, man, you can't go wrong with that, my man. So I appreciate that bargain you giving us and all the gems you gave us today. Because as I begin to continue to always, tune in when I can, man, things are starting to click for me. Things are starting to piece itself together. And I don't know if anybody was on the call last time I spoke, but I was talking about how I leveled up. And this transitions to everything. I honestly believe that. I feel like once you learn how to make your money make money, you try to do that in all other aspects of your life. So guys, continue to tap in. It's our call, and I feel like the knowledge I get here is better than any class I've ever taken in high school, college, you name it, and I'm a college grad. So guys, thank you. Or Vince, thank you. And let's stick with it.
Let's get it. Man, DC, that was powerful. Sheesh. I'm a college grad too. I feel the same way. That's why I said we got to get this education into the school systems. Because I truly felt, I'm like, yo, this is dope. Like, we can really make a big impact and change the minority way that we create generational wealth forever. And never, ever, So make sure y'all drop the link. Let me see what they say. Drop the link again. Absolutely. Give me 1 second, y'all. I'm gonna drop the link here. I'm gonna drop the link everywhere that I possibly can. So y'all be patient with me. If y'all are on social platforms, you can click the link in our bio, and that'll save you some time. But man, I'm telling y'all, like I'm not saying I'm the greatest, but hey, like Drake said, I ain't saying I'm the nicest. I just live life like it. That's what Drake said. He said, I'm not saying I'm the nicest. I just live life like it. Straight up. I'm not saying I'm the best. I just operate like it. I operate like I'm the best. You know what I mean? Also, that Ripple vid, I got you, my boy. I'm gonna drop that Ripple video for you. In the We Got the Receipt section. There's actually a lot of stuff that's going to go in the We Got the Receipt section right after the show. So if you're in the Discord, look in the We Got the Receipts. I will be dropping that. There's the link right there, y'all, for the Zoom. Let me go over to Twitter real quick. And I'm gonna drop the link for y'all here on Twitter as well. Just in case you couldn't find it. Let me see if there we go. Boom. Look at that right there. We got 90. Look at that. Boom. There y'all go. Y'all can click that link right there, Twitter. But look, I got to show my family real quick on Zoom because y'all, hey, mama, my mama here. Mama, look, mom. Look at this, y'all. Look at that. 92 views. Look at that. 92 views. There's 92 people on right now, y'all. Y'all see that? Y'all see that? Ew. Hey, I'm like, it's lit. Like we got 92 people on. So shout out to everybody on Twitter. There y'all go right there. And then let me make my way over to YouTube real quick for my YouTube family. I know y'all waiting for me to drop the link over here. I got your back. Don't worry. Don't you worry about a thing. There's the link for you. There's the link for you. Yeah. All right. Let me go ahead and call on my big bro, Craw Billy, real quick. Go ahead, Billy.
Hey man, you're growing, aren't you?
Man, we're growing, brother. We're growing, man.
All that
I feel like I got out that I don't know if you know anything about this, Billy, because I don't know if you know anything about the growing of dreadlocks, but I feel like last like 200 episodes, I was in that beginning phase of the dreadlocks. That's when your dreadlocks is like this small, Billy, and you be walking around feeling mad, unconfident. You be feeling not sexy. You be feeling ugly, like, oh man, my hair. Look at these little things. But then they finally get longer. It's kind of like the bamboo tree, So I feel like it's our bamboo season right now, Billy.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, I know more about bamboo than dreadlocks for sure. From cutting that stuff up, making them bongs in the '70s with that bamboo. I know a lot about bamboo, but I can understand the metaphor. I used to have a friend tell me he just recently died. He said, I don't need any more metaphors, Billy. Just tell me, you know." But you had this back there 200 episodes ago. It's kind of weird. I clean carpet, right? So I'm cleaning the pool next week, and 2 years ago, I was cleaning the school with my headset on, listening to like your episode 30 or 15 or 40 or something. I'm listening to one of your episodes 2 years ago at this school. Headsets on. I'm tangled up in my cords and stuff, trying to not miss nothing. And 200 episodes later, here we are. Wake up a little late and you think, "Oh, I got to call, I'm missing something." So there's a lot to this, and you cannot. Well, you might can at 40 or 30 or whatever you might can cram it all in a couple of episodes, but no, you can't cram it all in a couple of episodes. I mean, there's so much to learn and do and inspire from. So I'm excited to see you growing. I was just going to kind of tap in. I kind of missed the thing. I had to go back and watch it on YouTube, which I can do that now, right? So
Yes, sir.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff. And say hello, baby.
Thank you, Billy. I appreciate it, man. Appreciate that. Yep. Well, I do appreciate everybody for taking the time today. Again, if that challenge is something that you all want to do, I'd recommend click that link. Go ahead and sign up. And I'm just really excited about the future. Even if not this time, maybe next month. But I'm gonna be real with y'all, the way crypto's going right now, if you don't have your plan all the way together, if you're still just buying crypto or holding crypto, if you're not running infrastructural plays, if you're not earning passive income, you're not doing it properly. And that's what this challenge is for, is to just bring awareness to the many things that you really can do in this space to make money. There's so many ways to build wealth. There's so many ways to really get plugged in. And out of all those ways, you'll find something that's interesting enough to you to stick with it. So thank y'all so much for being here for the 202nd episode of Coffee and Crypto. My name is Vincent Owens, your host each and every single Tuesday and Thursday. Be on the lookout. We do have about 2 or 3 new interview episodes that will be going live at the Atlanta Blockchain Center. If you're in Atlanta, Georgia, meet us there tonight. And then on those Thursdays that we host those interviews at the Atlanta Blockchain Center, I will be opening up where we'll start to actually do events at the Atlanta Blockchain Center in the morning. You can come get some coffee, some donuts, some crypto information, get around the environment, get off of social media and Zoom, and actually get around me and other like-minded people. That also is going to be a game changer. We're really going to build community here within the Atlanta area. And just like Marlon Williams' goal is, it is now my goal as well to turn Atlanta into what we call 10 and 1. All right. That means in the next 10 years, 10 and 5, not 10 and 1, 10 and 5. That means in the next 10 years, Atlanta will be within the next 5 years, I keep messing it up. Within the next 5 years, Atlanta will be a top 10 crypto and blockchain hub. I got it together now. Sorry about that, Marlon. I know y'all watching right now. I just want to make sure I get it right. In the next 5 years, okay, Atlanta will be a top 10 crypto and blockchain hub for developers creating things. So if you're in Atlanta, check us out tonight. We will be there at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Looking forward to seeing y'all in the building. Let's get it. Have an amazing day, y'all.